because that is not ideal. Like, look at this, guys. It's like, oh, no, no, no. There it goes. There we go. That worked. Now, hopefully, this chat isn't fake. I can just... I'm having trouble docking the chat into the output, to be honest. Yeah, I just... help me. I discovered a bug yesterday, okay? A bug. I don't like bugs. Do you like bugs? I don't like bugs. So, let me show y'all. So, if I do... Ugh. Right, so if I do r.anti-aliasing, right? And r.anti-aliasing method, we get... Help me. Does it say which one? Oh. Constructor 4? Project settings 3? But it's actually... Oh wait, let me... Max FPS. Let me quickly cap the FPS for like... for the stream, right? So yeah, so it says 3. That should be MSAA. Yes, it is MSA. The problem is that, well, press play. It gets displayed as none. Now the issue is not that, you know, I want to like use this UI or anything really, but it concerns me that this might be a issue with our saving system. And I don't like that. So, we need to fix the saving system. If that is the case. If it's just a node that's being unlinked, then great. That's even better. But, yeah, so this is the problem. So the save game is set, but we only obtain the anti-aliasing index from not the save game, apparently, but rather from something else. This is a problem. Why? Why? Yeah, I don't know what happened here, to be honest. Theoretically, it must be like this, I guess. And then the thing is, when I reworked my save loading system, this already worked. So I don't know what the issue is here, really. Either way, we can just get the save game and do this. That should fix it. Now, I don't know if it's smart to bind the event before or after, but realistically it shouldn't matter. Realistically. But logic was never a thing. Okay, maybe I do have to set it once, right? Yeah, see, it now persisted. If I do fxaa, yeah, okay, so that was an easy fix, I guess. We're 8 minutes in. We already have a bug fix. Let's go, guys. But yeah. Now I wanna see if this also affects production builds, because that's the interesting part. Ooh, we don't care if it works in our dev version, right? I do also plan making mobile builds. We could test it on mobile, but I think that's kind of inconvenient right now to like show. So yeah, just do a little bit of that packaging. This is still one thing that like confuses me. Couldn't find inherited parent component. Like, why is it trying to inherit default scene root? Either way, that doesn't kill our build. In fact, it only makes it stronger. And we can launch the game. And we're here. So right now it's still set to none, because I assume I have to set it initially once, right? Set to MSAA, right? And then Alt 4 the game, and then start the game. It is at MSAA. Wow. Okay, so this was actually the issue. I feel stupid. But, hey, it works. You can choose anything. ESR, TAA. Now wait, does it actually apply it? Yeah, that's the next question. Yes, it does. I don't know if you guys see it, right? I think the YouTube or Twitch compression is just gonna kill it, but look at the edges, or like this jagged line here. I don't know if it's really visible. Boom, gone. So that works. I want to double check the code though, so this doesn't happen again. Yeah, so we're calling save game on the game instance. Okay, but surely I don't really need to save two references, right? Because, alright, because this event is returning the save data and not the game instance. Maybe we should make this event return the save instance as well. But not today. But not today. There is also... Okay, set anti-aliasing method. From where is it? Like, how is it saving it? This is my question. Game, because this is game user settings, right? This is C++, right? But where is it actually setting the anti-aliasing method to? This is the quality. Yes, okay, so this is correct. This is indeed correct. This was my concern, to be honest. That we might be trying to access an invalid reference. But we're not. We're fine. Alright. Well, sure, whatever. Why is the music so loud? I wanna experiment a bit. I told you all, right? I wanna make the animations for this guy a bit more dynamic, okay? And we already have a animation blueprint. Now, I think we need a control rig for what I'm about to do. Or do we? It's like a get bone. Nah, we're just gonna create a control rig. control rig. CR boss roll. And we can just control rig. There we go. And control rig class, the CR boss roll. And we just blend those two together, those those poses. Compile, and we have our control rig. Now there's a control rig. The cool thing in control rigs is that you can... Yes, please, I want a hierarchy. There we go. The cool thing about control rigs is that you can, like, manipulate all the individual bones and stuff. Ooh, fancy. So wait, let me pick up a nice spine bone. Like a really good one. This one, for example. Can I like move it in here, or okay, now. Let's pick one here. Inside of here. Let's pick one that like really affects the spine. Like, yes, this one, the spine 001, right? This one is crazy. Okay. We'll use spine 001. Now we should be able to get the bone, right? There we go. And can I like get the player? Or like get controller? Maybe there is some kind of... I mean, this is an event graph, right? I know that this type of event graph is a little bit differently, right, than the normal one. Maybe it's not the... Maybe it's not a control rig that we need. But I don't know. Can I like get owner? Get what can I get? Like, which values do I have access to? Get user data? No. Like, can I expose like variables into my control rig? That's the question. I'm gonna ask Google. UE5 expose a variable to control rig. How to pass a variable from NMBP to consort the event. Okay, so you can kind of just pass it down. I do also have a... I mean, we don't necessarily need to use a control rig. I just thought it would be cool. Because there's also a look at... Right, and we can use a bone, for example, or a spine bone. And we can make him look at something. Look at target. Look at location. Right. If I expose this as a pin, then I should be able to... Like, I want to kind of project where he's looking at, right? Like, I want to kind of smooth the rotation a bit. Like, there is the try get pawn owner, okay. And then we get controller. The get controller desired rotation. Right. But can I just rotate as well? Is there like a rotate maybe? Like, rotate root bone. Can I rotate a not root bone? Transform? Rotation? No. Rotate? I mean, there's only rotate root bone. I mean, this look at is really the I mean, we can probably work with that. It's just surely there is a better node for that, right? Because I think we can also, yeah, interpolate. We can also interpolate this. Meaning, if we just get forward vector, then multiply this by, like, I don't know, you tell me, 100, and then just add this to our base location and get actor locations, and just add those two together. Then theoretically this should like somehow smooth itself out. Or the movement is what I'm thinking at. Oh, whoa. Oh no. What is he doing? Maybe the axes. No, not local space. No. Maybe 1 and 0. Oh no, wait, maybe -1. What is happening? I wanna see how it looks in game. Whoa. What are you doing? Oh no. Oh no. This did not work as I planned. This did not work out as I planned. Look up axis. Why is the look up axis 1 and this one? Oh, maybe those two are not allowed to be like the same. This is trippy. What if it's the exact opposite? Because theoretically, I guess our model is flipped. Maybe? Now the problem is I don't really see anything. Do you guys? Well, to be fair, this one doesn't really change the controller desired rotation, right? It just instantly rotates to where it's like trying to path. It doesn't rotate smoothly is what I'm saying. There is a way though. We do have a function which does smoothly rotate. Okay guys, I don't think this is gonna work out so well. At least with the current knowledge. But there's one more thing I wanna try before I move on. Coding the next ability, and that is to see how this works. Because theoretically, no, it actually does kind of work, does it? No. What is he doing? Oh, it doesn't work. He's just, I don't know. I think it's trying to work, but like it kind of doesn't. I can't tell what's happening. But like you guys see it that he is like, I mean, there's an error. So yeah, guys, let's do not do that. Never touching control rigs again. Animation blueprints. So, I want to work on the AI a bit instead, okay? Right. So, there's a random selector thingy. I made that in C++. And let's think about how we wanna like design the AI. Like I want this role thing to be kind of the center point, right? Okay. Now when he rolls, I wanna select a random action, okay? For example, the random action could be that he like tries to attack you. That makes sense. Let's not play that animation. But we only, for example, attack. Oh, I have a good idea. I do have a good idea. Okay. So surely I can add like a service, right? And call him like random abort. Receive tick AI, okay. Can I like abort with a chance, right? I want to abort with a chance. E5 abort from service. To abort a behavior tree task, like a movement from a service, and you should use the service to update a Blackboard key. No. Surely there's just a method for that, right? From the AI control, can I maybe get the behavior tree? I can get the Blackboard, but like that's lame. Maybe let me do a little bit more research with my friend Chat. UE5, huh? Okay. Maybe Chat knows better. Set up a Blackboard key. I don't. Stop the behavior tree. Right, so decorator, right? Can a decorator tick? I don't think it can, right? time limit. Oh. That's perfect, actually. That's exactly what I... Well, why is it so limited? Can I not make a time limit that is like random? Like with a chance? We might have to make our own decorator. The node becomes relevant. Okay, maybe there's another decorator. Tag cooldown. What's this? Guys, we might need to make a our own decorator for this, because there is no way. I'll just, like, really? 5 seconds? Like, where's the random deviation that is like in, for example, the wait node? Well, let me see if I can get my hold up. I need to make sure I don't accidentally show something which I shouldn't. Yep. Well. Okay. So wait, this is our the Dugans, okay. I do have AI. I'm gonna use the AI to search for a certain file, okay. Find the C++ implementation of where the decorator time limit is implemented in behavior. Maybe that's enough. Yeah, okay, find me a path to it. Oh, wait, it did give me the path to it. It did give me the path to it, actually. Let me quickly go into my source and source the source. So, yeah, that appears to be correct. So I also want the C++ variant. Jesus, why is there so much? What is it doing? Okay, hold up. Let's try to understand it. In decorator node notify flags. Okay, so obviously we do have to modify the constructor. I'm gonna code this in Rider, of course. So I do already have a randomized behavior.h. Oh yeah, I did try doing stuff. Okay, so random time limit. Guys, I'm a person that only codes in header files. Okay, cry about it. Das Dugan API. which is not a public U object, but rather a decorator time limit. Then we also need generate body, of course. Then we're gonna hashtag include this file.h and the time limit dot generated dot h. I need to have the second thingy open. Right, so we need to probably expose a constructor property, right? What a f value or bb key. Also, apparently this could have been a blackboard key as well, and that way you could randomize it. Like, that's lame, isn't it, right? So let's just copy and see what, yeah. So f value or bb key float, we call it random deviation. Then I'm gonna do this. Let me see, do I need to, like, is that enough to make it editable in a blueprint? Maybe, maybe not. Let me just call the random time limit whatever, really super. Can I just call it like that? Yeah, I can. Instead of here, we can set the node name to something. Random time limit. Random time limit. Okay. Then, what the heck? Guys, tell me, please, what are all those functions? On become relevant. Set next tick time. This seems relevant. And then get value. What the hell is this? Guys, why is there so much code for so little? Let's see. Oh, this is just debugging. Okay. Time limit memory, so cast instant null memory is some kind of weird ass memory. This time limit dot get value. This is the interesting part that we need. What I'm concerned is that it will call this get value every time it executes when it takes the node. We don't want to refresh it when it. Well, where's get value? Oh, that's just how you call a how's it called? An f value or bb key float, right? That's just how you do that. Okay, I don't mind. Yeah, obviously we cannot make it tick. Rather, well, let's just overwrite the onBecome relevant function, then randomize the time limit there, okay? So obviously we're gonna have an initial float value of bb key. It's gonna be our initial time, and then we're gonna set the time limit, or like the initial time equals to the time limit, right? That way, I mean, we don't really have to, but to just be safe, right? Then we override the onBecome relevant function. Override Or how is the signature? On became relevant. Okay. Then we just call the super on become relevant, really whatever. But before we do that, we randomize the time, right? So the time limit, I'm gonna set it to I mean, yes, but like, why is it so long? Shouldn't it be just... So yes, initial time dot get value. You're absolutely right. Why is it complaining about this? Owner comp. It wants me to pass an owner comp. Creates a copy. That's okay. We expected that. So the time limit is the initial time plus... Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I wanna call 2 times get value, right? Maybe we can just auto time or auto random deviation is just this. And then we just plus random deviation. I don't understand to this very day why you can do a const auto. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't. I don't care. So that should theoretically be the code that we need for... I think this has to be public. Maybe all of this has to be public. I don't know. Just make it public. I don't care. Right, so if I compile, then I should have the necessary... Okay, let's save first, because who knows, maybe engine crashes, right? We don't want that. We don't want no engine crashing. Unresolved symbol. Why did I forget to include something which I should have included? No, obviously it doesn't. I think what I did wrong was I do have the AI module included. But let's look at the error. Let's look at the error. What did it actually say? So it just didn't it just didn't find the symbols that it needed. Sure, but like surely they would just be inherited, right? You know what? I mean, why? I have AI. Let's make AI to my slave. Why this error? Tell me. Like, it should just inherit them, right? Did I forget something? I don't want it to fix my... I want to know why it's happening. Yeah, so it is a build file issue, but I do have the AI module. Do I need to like add a... How do I even know which part or which module this is of, right? I mean, we do have the decorator time limit, right? How do I know which module this is of? Like, surely maybe by behavior tree? Maybe it's like the file path? Now I see the problem clearly. Well, it would be nice if you could tell me. So it is this API thingy. Okay, wait, so let me get this straight. I don't really care what it thinks. I just... But like it doesn't have any API. There's no API. There is. AI module API, but we do have this one included, don't we, in our build file? AI module, yes. Am I missing another file? Am I missing like memory? Because all of those were like related to memory, right? Am I missing like a memory API? Maybe. Let's go API. Nothing in here, and those are just the 3 AI modules. That's odd. What the hell are you doing? I feel like he's coping. Maybe I just need to restart the editor, you know? You know, guys. Maybe this was just me running the editor. Maybe I did first try the code. I just didn't like that I did what I did. Nah, it doesn't like the fact that I... Oh, it's protect... Wait, no. I thought that maybe this thing has to be protected instead of public, but like, that shouldn't matter. It shouldn't, right? Because... Yeah. It doesn't make sense. Well, why is it saying that? See, there is... No, it... Like, public should be above protected, right? What the hell is it suggesting? Get content? Sure. The class uses minimal API, meaning only function marked on AI module. I exported from the AI module. Some particular so they return to the AI module. When you subclass is compiled in the game module as separated to do things that have a V table. Okay, I don't. What? Why? No. It tried removing my code. Well, why did it try to remove my code? Did I mess up? No AI module API, but what we have? AI module API. What is it changing? Okay, it's like declaring the useless ass functions, which should be inherited. I don't want those functions to be implemented. Hold up. Stop right there. You are not helping. You're dog shit. Dog shit AI. Bad AI. Maybe it just doesn't like that I did like this Dugan API. That would be a new one though. Now this is really confusing me because what is the minimal API? Can I U-class this one? And maybe I did my U-class modifier wrong, right? I mean, I could try to implement this in C++, but like I don't see why it should. Why did it do that? Like, how did I call the function? On became relevant. On become relevant. Let's have this. Right? And maybe it just doesn't like that I did this one without this one, you know? Maybe, oh, yeah, it probably has to be a U property. That's gonna be it. I can feel it. And also, I wanna try two things. The U random time limit U. Can I? Maybe because the constructor is like already implemented, right? Yeah. Okay, so I wanna change this to be like the exact same signature though, because I think it's like trying to call a Yeah, that's probably it. Okay, never mind what I said. I think it's trying to call the other constructor. You know, because this one used the other overload for the constructor. It used the one with the object initializer. I think because it constructs the object in a different way, it like does stuff, you know. I think if I do it like this, that should be fine. Also, I wouldn't need that because the constructor is a constructor. So obviously we have to time limit. This should work 100%. I got more errors. Warning. It's already defined? Well, why is it already defined? Where? Already defined? I'm sorry? Where? Maybe it doesn't want me to call super. I did have an issue where calling super is not ideal. Like doing this, right? Because it's already doing this. No. Man, there's nothing worse than having unresolved external symbol errors. How about we have no constructor at all? No reason to complain. We are literally just overriding a singular function. Maybe do I need to include the minimal API? Is there like a minimal API? Oh, it's... Or... I don't know. Maybe Blackboard? Black magic? No? No? Not UMG? Come on, this is just like it's such a small thing. Let's try to get like a very minimal version of this working. You know, that doesn't even have anything. Because if we can inherit it properly, maybe it does need to have that little naming convention. Maybe it's just like that, you know. Okay, you're shitting me. You are absolutely shitting me. Can I just inherit with nothing? Absolutely nothing. Right. Right. Let me do a little bit more research. Oh. Why? I don't want to re-implement those functions. Why? I asked Chad, okay, for research. Gave me a little bit. If it lacks AI module, won't be exported from DLL. I am not overwriting anything right now. And I do have the AI module in my build file. It did, however, add it as a private dependency. Well, what is a private dependency? Well, what does that even mean? But if I add it as a private dependency, what does this do? It just invalidated my cache and gave me hope because it like tried to link stuff. I'm gonna ask this one again. I'm gonna ask AI again. Like, literally everything is commented, right? It should just inherit. Maybe I left over something in this CPP file? No, I didn't. It should do nothing. Nothing. Just simply inheritance, dude. Like, it's a... Dude, I love... What? No, no AI viewers. Dude, I love looking at, like, the thoughts. Wait, actually looking at the gun that says blah, 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 blah. The most likely cause is not being linked. And then Interesting. AI module is already in. I know. I know. Wait, but I think does not export its symbols. Let me think again. Stale.gen.cpp. No, why would it? Dude, he's thinking so much, dude, it's crazy. No, that's not how UHD works. Unreal Header Tool only generates things for over and what? Oh, what? Man, but I don't wanna like no AI module API, no AI module API. So it just doesn't export it, meaning I have to manually. Did it manually implement the file? But isn't that lame? Okay guys, we're gonna manually implement those. I don't know why it won't let me like inherit from a decorator. But I mean, let's just manually implement it. I mean, it you know, it really doesn't matter now, does it? So yeah, this module literally just doesn't import any of its, export any of this virtual modules, from what I can tell. So I literally just cannot inherit from it. Thanks, Unreal, I guess. Yeah, this is just gonna be copy pasting the base implementation, I guess, with our custom stuff. I'm lazy. I'm lazy. Fuck. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna do this in a header file only. Yes, I don't care. I don't care. Oh wait, I can't. No, my code. It's gone. It's gone. So, yeah. Let me just boop. So, okay. So we have a time limit, then the random deviation. Oh. We're gonna have this random deviation. Describe runtime. This is so weird. Right, and then I guess we also need an initial time. Do we? We do. But like this is rather just a tracked time, right? This is like the storage that we use. Can I just can I just mark this as a U property without like anything? I can. Okay, nice. You know what? We're gonna do C++ files instead, because I don't feel like copy and pasting each of those functions individually. I don't. We're gonna do C++. Fuck, man. Time limit. I feel disappointed. I do. So this is the base implementation for how's it called, for the decorator that we're looking for. However, this U decorator time limit we do have to replace with our random time limit. right? Then what does it include? I don't think I need this. Why? Why? What is this? What is this? Hello, what is this? Anyways, so the time limit is 5. Random deviation 2. And the initial time we're just gonna set to the time limit. Like that. And every time the relevant function is called, and so much code for so little function. You guys know what I mean. Uncease relevant. Become relevant. We randomize the time first. Time limit. Can I just set? Uh-oh. There's no set value, right? There's set key, there's save, and there's... What is pre-save? What the hell? There's no set value. Why is this gaslighting me? Can I, like, just do this? Yeah, I tried doing that, but, like, I'm not even sure if this works, right? No, because nobody knows. Yeah. Maybe it just doesn't like that. This is a thing. Yes, I can. Whoa. One or more multiply defined symbols found? Oh, that's a new one. Where's my music? There we go. Yeah, so this is the problem, right? That this we cannot set this value to this because this is not a float, this is a whatever really this is. What if I just make this like an actual float instead of a blackboard key? Because to be honest, I don't plan on doing I'm doing this to not use blackboards. Just a damn single precision float. We should be fine. Unless we're doing something freaky with yes. Exactly. Wait. No. I don't know. There is a toString method. But it's weird. It doesn't like that. That implies type wchar. There was like a const.to W string. That's not the same type somehow. Okay, how do I cast this to the correct type? There is no toString. There's two the Bamu string, right? And I can wait. What if I do a pointer to that? No? No pointer? Reference? No? But it's not an error, it's a warning. Who's gonna stop me? The compiler? How about we just... Wait, this is not how you do this. What? Oh, it has to be wrapped in text. Text. Do. What do you mean? Already defined? What are you yapping about this time? Let me... Random time limit. Already defined in module gen second definition ignored. So it doesn't mean liking to do the constructor, but why? AI told me I need to have a constructor inside the header. I copied the constructor here. It told me, but like I don't see why that would fix it. Because it's inherited, no? Oh, well. Now that's what I don't understand. Why does the original implementation not need a constructor, but this one does? See, this is now confusing me. But do I have a decorator now? Random time limit. Oh my god, it's perfect. Now, how do I know if it actually works or not? Also, this is supposed to be inside of here. To do. Oh, this is what this is for. Oh, yeah, I now know what I deleted. Okay, maybe we should. I don't know what the function does, guys. I now know what the function does that we deleted. Okay, let's try to fix it. Oh no. After, okay, so why doesn't it like that? Can it print values of type const float that implies specifier f or format specifier? Can I just f? Wow, guys, I'm the biggest, best programmer on earth. I'm just crazy. Am I right? Didn't even need AI for that. Already better than 90% of the programs right here. Honestly, might even be better than 99%. Crazy ass vibe coders. Well, yeah, floating point precision. I mean, cry about it, okay? I can sell it as having a more detailed thing. I get why they convert the float into a string. They don't have those ugly trailing zeros. But we are special, okay? We don't do that shit here. We don't do that shit. So let me see if this works. So theoretically, after 5 seconds it should cancel the walk preemptively and then choose a new time. Let's see. Wait, is he stuck in the ground? No, he isn't. Okay, there. Failed in 6 seconds? 3 seconds? Failed in... oh, those are some ugly numbers. But... I think it's working, no? Although I don't know why it's like... What? This is a bit cursed. Like sometimes it just does instantly fail, right? See this one, for example. It says it failed in 3 seconds, 4 seconds, but it didn't. Do I have like a... like it's not aborting in that time, is it? Maybe it's because of the memory, right? Because it's like not resetting the memory. So any value over 5 is like... like yeah, see, like sorry. Sometimes the value just explodes, right? There's definitely something fishy going on. And it's also not updating the text, right? Updating this text. Yeah, I think the way this... I think this become relevant thing might not be the best way to initialize the random deviation. That's what I'm thinking. But where would we initialize it instead? Something that is aware of the memory, right? I do think that this works. The time limit. Does it like modify the time limit like previously? Does it copy this? It should, right? If I set this one equal to this is not passing by reference, so this is 100% a copy, right? If I set by reference, then yes, that this would be. Never mind. I don't know. But clean up memory. I don't know what this clean up and initialize. This is so bloated. So on became relevant. It does this stuff. Set next tick time, okay, with node memory. So the next time it ticks will be the time limit. And then when it ticks, limit, and it checks the delta seconds. If it's UE kind of small number. Okay, that's fair. So it checks if the delta seconds is over the time limit. I don't see any error in my logic. Because when I But this is kind of a good solution that they came up with, like a really performant one. I like it. Float max? Okay, maybe I was wrong. Too large so we don't get ticked again in case the decorator is still active, being requesting execution. Latent abort. And then it just requests execution. Okay. Okay. I mean, the time limit is getting randomized, right? I'm just not convinced that it, like... Man, why is it doing that? This is one of those things where I just don't know, you know? Because... Okay. Surely you'll abort. Yeah, so it aborted in... Yeah, see, well, why does it abort now in, like... in, like, nothing? Like, it's not clearing the memory properly, which is weird. Is it random? Or is it, like, based off something? Is what I'm asking myself. What if it's not this node that is aborting, but rather this move to task? Because this one seems to be quite chill. Am I in the nav mesh? You know, sometimes I just wanna take the fireball ability and shoot against my fucking head. In-game. So yes, I assume that when I am actually in the nav mesh, the system works. I do feel disappointed, guys, because Dan's trying to hit me. Okay, but I do want something. When it did finish the move, right? I do want to 100% execute this tree. Meaning, I only want to abort. No, I don't know how this works. Wait, this is a selector. Yes, okay, I know how we do this. So the selector will only select one. Okay. My idea was to make it like this, but this is not how it works, right? We need another sequence? When one of their children fails. But wait, does aborting mean that they fail? That's what I'm asking. This is exactly what I'm asking. Does aborting equal failing? In my ICS. But maybe not. So the premise is that if I get too close, right? It should still attack me, even though there is a theoretical time limit. Which I think it does, actually. I think it's working, right? Yeah, because it's... I don't think it's like aborting the hit. If you guys know what I mean. I think this is actually exactly what we want. I think this is actually exactly what we want. Nice. Okay, so... okay, so it can do one of those. Then it can also do one of those, right? This is the second ability. And then this is nice now, you know? For every ability, we can literally just implement a sequence. This is really convenient now. I think I cooked with the behavior trees. I think I actually cooked. Because now it should try to attack me. Well, we're gonna have some fun, okay? We're gonna have some fun. So yes, and now maybe... Yes, now it's gonna try to attack me. I can run away though. Yes, and now it will not attack. Now he will not attack me. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is good. Now I'm gonna make this him even smarter. Okay, I want him to only try attacking me when I'm... Oh no. So the problem is that if I make this one... Oh wait, no, we can just... Yeah. The random selector doesn't really care if the child fails, because the selector, as you guys know, executes their children from left to right and will stop executing when one of their children fails. Realistically, we would need a... How is it called? A random sequence instead of a random selector. Maybe someone already made a random sequence. I don't wanna call... Random sequence behavior 3. But no, this is, I don't want it like that. You wanna know the problem is why I don't wanna create a random sequence? Because a sequence will stop executing one of the wait. Like, my goal is that it should randomly try to execute this one, but if it can't execute this one, it should go into this one. But randomly. Like, it should also be able to go to this one directly. That's what I'm saying. Sadly, this is a rather complicated task because I would need to have the array of possible branches shuffled, and then when the branch fails, I would need to skip to the next one, essentially. I did try to do something like that, but I'm not too familiar with the UBT composite node API yet. Because there's this next child handler function. But yeah, if I don't care for the return value, I can easily do that, right? Is that even possible? If I add a decorator, what is the composite, by the way? Oh, I can open it, right? Ooh, maybe? Compare blackboard entries. I wanna preferably have like a distance operator, right? Is there like a distance? Man. Like, this is so weird. Well, why is there so little? Maybe I'm doing behavior trees wrong, you know? How about this, guys? I'm gonna write this down as a to-do, because right now I do not know how this would be possible. But this one, good. So yeah, I wanna like have like some kind of other ability, right? that like summons stuff, like the mini trolls. So let's implement it. Ability EP underscore ability summon. Roll boss summon. Then we need to on cast. We need to call end cast. Then we need to get his AI controller. We get random location in... What's the difference between those two? I've always used this one though. Don't even need an AI controller. So the reason we're doing this is because we kind of need to have those things yeah, come down from, like, they need to spawn within the nav mesh. Right, and then the radius, I mean, it could be variable, it could be also not. Let's be generous, right? 3000. And we have one random location. We can do a little bit of more than that, right? Why is it doing a for each loop? For loop. Just a simple for loop, nothing more, right? First index, second index, like just a proof of concept, okay? Also, I want to add like a few more ability types just for like prototyping. I'm gonna tell y'all, this will fuck me. But why not, you know? So after empty, I guess, I don't know if this is... I'm gonna add 4 custom ones, okay? So these ones should be like universal, kind of. That I can just use on enemies that don't necessarily need a an ability type, right? Like I'm gonna do 3 custom slots. And then used on enemies where I am too lazy. Times enemies. Yeah, so just so they can have like their own cooldowns, right? But like still be kind of generic. I hope this doesn't break anything. Because normally it does. It did succeed. So show inherited variables. Ability type. Oh, it worked perfectly, in fact. Nice. Yeah, see, this would be our custom 2, I guess. The other ones, where are my other abilities? I mean, yeah, we have the wave ability here. Cooldown type would be custom 0, probably. This is one. Well, what was the other one? Oh, the other one is just the roll, right? No, we made this a task. I know we have two abilities. What's the other one? Oh yeah, it was the attack target one. Okay, maybe the attack target one should be the custom 0. In the wave we do custom 1. And this one we do custom 2. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Yeah, so get random reachable point, okay, yes. Or we just literally just spawn actor. Spawn actor, no. Spawn actor from class. Yeah, I had to use a utility function for that, sadly. Because apparently, no matter what you do, you cannot call spawn actor inside a your object. Just won't let you. Why? I don't know. But listen, as long as this works, it works. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. So this should theoretically work. It should. Very lazy, I know, but there's like gonna be animations. Wow, wow, wow. Theoretically, I could give them also a level, no? Like a higher level. Let me try. Like if I get the stats component, get into the stat component and then just set value. No, set. I have get value. Oh, set literal. Set literal. The level. We do level 2, and then we mark dirty. Then theoretically, those things should be level 2. Ooh. A little bit of a challenge. And level 2 means more health, essentially, and more resistance, possibly, depending on how I coded it in. If I even code it in level thingy at all. Who really knows? Yeah, so we do have that, we do have that. Let's just run it into a sequence. I wish I could like make this not as ugly. I guess like this. So this was okay. We need to obviously assign the ability to tequila. To obviously assign the ability. Oh, what the hell? Oh, where did this pin come from? Oh no. Oh no, it's gonna make problems. Please don't do me like this. Okay, let's just carefully restart the engine before hitting play. Let's just carefully restart the engine before hitting play. Let's just carefully restart the engine before hitting play. Pooh. There we go. Please. Please don't error out. Yippee! We have our stuff back. Okay. Why do some of them have this logo and the other ones? Who knows? Who knows? I don't. I clearly don't. I clearly don't. So, was a big behavior tree. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna actually let me play this animation blockingly. Ooh. Or let's not block, but wait a second. Do this. And then like kind of wait, but not 3, more like 2 seconds. So yeah. Obviously we do need a few visuals, but nothing we can do in another stream. So it does this, right? Now it's trying to chase me, then it should interrupt chasing at some point. Now it tried gap closing and chasing me again. Right, and now it's trying to summon things, and did it summon? It did nothing. Nice. Ah! Why not? So it just didn't spawn the actors? Is that what I'm seeing? Obviously it will fail to spawn the thingies if it never spawned the bongos. Let me quickly pull up the simulation. The debug. Should we set a breakpoint? Let's set a breakpoint. So why are you not spawning? Oh, he has perceived us. Don't perceive us. Dead. It has the ability. That is some location. Step. Oh, whoa, what the? What is this? Huh. I guess I did have a... Okay, I had an animation blueprint for the troll. I didn't know that. That makes sense, because it can walk, right? Yes, I mean, okay. Event destroyed? Why is bro getting destroyed? What's happening? Can I detach? What? Well, why did it destroy itself? Now that one you have to explain to me. Now obviously it's not gonna be able to set the literal because it doesn't have an enemy. Because this one is unknown. Why? Why? You're not unknown. This is not unknown. You work. Maybe it does need a world context pin. Maybe I cannot just get the outer ring, essentially. If that makes sense. Maybe, I mean, I swear I've used this spawn actor from class in the super object once. So the problem is that it doesn't have, I guess, a world context. Callable word girl. Is that like a show world context pin? There is a meta.show world context pin. Which isn't valid apparently. Oh, this is already meta. We do already have a meta. So how do I take the world context from this one? Can I just do that? I don't know why I have this. But it wouldn't call on this destruct if it would spawn the actor, no? This is what's confusing me. Why would it call on not construct, or why would it call the destruction event if it shouldn't have spawned to begin with? Maybe because it's in a world context, but like in a wrong world context? Doesn't have a world context pin though. Why don't you have a world context pin? Can I... How do I add world context? Maybe like this? Clearly not. Also, I cannot pass by reference, not by pointer, not by... Oh wait. Pointer. No. Shit. Well then, how does this work? Oh, I was calling this get world context. You know, maybe it will just work. Maybe. Not then, I will have to do something interesting. But I swear I've used spawn actor inside abilities more than once. It's something else. Why? Oh. Sure. Because I have the one projectile thingy. Just didn't summon them. Why? See how you are not summoning anything, you little piece of... Yeah, but what? No, it's this error again. Please tell me I can just get by with like a single restart. Somehow, this one file consistently breaks. For like no reason whatsoever. Well, no more errors. Well, thank you for absolutely nothing. No, because how do I spawn the projectiles though? This is not the only ability that I have, right? Because the player... Ability Fireball. It does use this exact helper method from the super object. The exact one. Am I delaying it by like one tick to like... What? Guys, what if I call the spawn and launch projectile function? Well, why do I cast this to a... This has to be a player? This could... Ah, a pawn, I guess. What if I just call this function instead? I mean, I don't think that it should do anything differently, but... Maybe I'm just completely stupid and I'm not seeing what I'm supposed to see. I thought this was gonna be really simple. What the hell? Why the hell do I have 5,893? I do I even have to say anything? Wait, but this... Oh, no, it does want a pawn. Can I still pawn? Or do I just roll? Right, only projectiles. No, but why is it calling... Let me just not do this. What if they are spawning with like 0 HP? They're like instantly dying. You know? What if they are spawning but like instantly dying? How would I know? How could I possibly test this? Okay. I mean, look, it's spawning it apparently, right? This is my question. Why does it destroy itself automatically? It's creating it and then instantly destroying it. Surely I can like... Can I debug the entity stat component somehow? Like, see what my... Troll 5 spawned. But it's not somewhere here in the world right now, is it? Okay, wait, this is not gonna work. I need to do this, then detach myself. Man, this is complicated. Why is it instantly despawning? Why can't I move around in the world? So it should have already spawned a troll. Well, there is one easy way to verify if it's if the troll has been spawned or not. And that is by literally just not using a troll. But rather literally anything else. Like a... like a chase hydra. I don't know. Okay, 2 times one of those. Okay. Didn't spawn anything. Why? The only difference that I would see is that like the ability is to summon this one is like differently. I mean, what I'm saying is that like or rather how the ability is registered on the player, because maybe the player, or like when we register an ability on the player, we do have an outer object, but not so when we have a, yeah, see, it like didn't even print anything because there's no world context. Oh, maybe I should have just read the error logs. Fate because of collision. Ah, you're shitting me. Get out, man. No way, no way, it's... No, you're shitting me, no? You're shit... No, 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 no. You're not telling me that it's not spawning because of the collision check. Like that it's like, hold up, hold up. Try to adjust location. Don't spawn if still colliding. You little piece of... Let me fix that for projectiles instantly as well. I don't want to see this error a single time in my whole career ever again. Man. How much time did I waste? Imagine if that's not the fix, by the way. But I'm certain it is. Always spawn. This one is already an always spawn. Imagine if this is the fix. Huh? Shit, it spawned 3 of the Hydras. Well, at least I know it works. Oh my god. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It was my card that was the issue. I don't know if that's good. It's bad. It doesn't make me upset though. Honestly, I don't even blame myself, you know? Normally, I would just try to find my blame. Oh, how did I not think of that, right? But like, right now, I'm just... No! Fuck you! This is unreasonable. Like, surely there would be like on-screen message or anything, right? I mean, there was an error log, I guess. Why are you doing this? You might as well just say, getting eepy. So we might as well time the enemy troll boss. We might as well time the wait task. It's non-blocking. Oh wait, I have to check that it's a non-blocking task. Oops. I thought it was like the inversion of that. Oh my god, it works. Oh, there are 2 little trolls. And they are level 2. Oh my god. I think we just peaked. Is it gonna spawn 2 more? Oh, it's gonna spawn a lot more. Oh no, it's spawning a lot more. Oh shit! But how is he still moving when he's spawning? What? Or maybe that is just... Oh, right. I forgot that playing animations using whatever the hell that was, not a good idea. Apparently when you play an animation, the behavior tree really doesn't like that. It don't. It don't. So wait, how did I play the other animations? I didn't. I made them I played them inside the ability itself, which is how you're supposed to do it. Which is exactly how you're supposed to do it. Meaning that I do have to create a montage for it, no? And then we can use a notify. Honestly, like montages. I do. And at this point, I think those thingies should spawn. And notify. A naughty notify. Alright, and then we just play montage. Play montage. And we on notify begin, we do this, and I think we just end the cast early, because we do have a delay, and you know. However, we do have to do a little bit of casting. Cast to enemy. I think it's cheaper to cast to an enemy than to cast to the thingy itself, right? Help me. I cannot get this straight. There we go. Do your thing. Oh my god, it's working! He's doing it! Oh my god, he's doing it! Okay, it's working! Now imagine if I had like a cool animation for the little trolls. Like how they would like, you know, spawn from the ground or like dig up themselves from the ground or something like that. How cool would that be? But damn, this is actually kind of challenging, I guess. Especially when he does 2 times in a row. Okay, I do not have the damage for that. Okay, okay. Okay, we might have to do something regarding the balancing. Because right now it's just luck. I guess you can AoE farm those. Infinite XP farm. I don't have any mana anymore. I have to use primitive methods. Jesus. No, but this is it's working, it's working. Oh, I didn't get hit by that, surprisingly. I'm not hitting anything, do I? It's purely because I do still have to center or like align the projectiles with the crosshair, because right now I'm not. Oh god! Oh, I got my level up. This is brutal though. Okay, I do have to make this less frequently. Wait a minute. Theoretically, I should be able to just give it a cooldown of like 15 seconds. But guys, let's make it more fun, okay? We do 0 and 1, so from 1 and 2, between 1 and 2 enemies. And we're gonna also randomize the level. Oh. Between 1 and 3. Now this one is a little bit insane. But, okay, so theoretically it should not be able to cast the ability twice in a row. Meaning it would just wait out? Oh, we could add like a decorator. But it would require me finishing the random sequence and not the random selector. Did I like create the to-do for that? I didn't. Random bring in sequence. There we go. So now let's see. Oh, dude, when I hook up all the animations and stuff, dude, this is so cool. What? Wait, what? Oh no. Okay, wait. Wait, okay, no, we cannot do that. We cannot use a random float. Cannot. We need to random int. 3, and then we just need to cast it to a float, because else we're gonna have like level 1 point whatever the hell. Surprised it even works though. I'm happy that it works. Okay, this one's level 1. Come on, dude. Yes, 2 of them. One of them is level 3. So yes, look, see how he tanked like 1 hit more? Oh, yes, this is exactly... This plays out really nicely. This is playable. If I make... And look, there is the cooldown now. I don't know if you guys realize this, but yes, see? He tried to cast ability, but couldn't because it was on cooldown. I mean, this is kind of hard, considering I have the herbs and I'm level 3. To be fair, the damage does not scale with level yet. So, yeah, we'll have to see. But for a tutorial kind of thing, this is, I think, a little bit too much. Although, I do want the boss fight to be long. Like, just not... Yeah. Hello. Maybe I add like pickups, you know, like health grades or something like that. I don't know if that's in the spirit, because resources should be very limited. but because it's all about resource management more than anything else, really. Theoretically, I should be able to give those a tag and despawn them when I kill the boss. I think that's a good idea. You know? Should we? Component hashtag? Get component tags? Set component tags? What if I wanna add a component tag? Oh wait, I just get component tag. And just push onto this. Oh wait, what? Not on you. On this guy. Tag. Get tags. Add. Add unique. Roll boss spawn. Kinda like that, right? And then on right, and then this is the last thing we will do today, because we already have like we made good progress. All the events, by the way. Do I have an end play? Come on, where's my end play? End play. Get all actors of class with tag. We get the trolls. The trolls. With the tag that we just created. Troll boss spawn. And we just apply the damage. For each. Apply damage. Then true damage, I guess. Or just a bunch of it. I want to apply damage instead of just despawning them, because they should drop XP. I think I do want them to drop XP. I mean, people might abuse it. So... nah. People wouldn't do that, would they? People wouldn't do that, would they? I mean, if not, I can also just modify the XP amount they give. Actually. I think I do also need some kind of protection from him casting abilities too much in a row. Holy, what are the odds? What? There you go. Oh, he's gonna try to hit me. Psych. Now he's spawning. Wait, this one isn't full life yet. Uh-oh. I guess when, yeah, okay, so I see what's happening. Because I increased the level, the, max health isn't obviously adjusted. I mean, we can fix that temporarily here, but I'm gonna make it a to-do. See, I think I know what I mean with that. So yeah, then of course for now to fix it, just a temporary fix. I'm gonna literally just add literal health. I'm just you know. I theoretically can do it after marking dirty. I should do it after marking dirty. Yeah, he's doing this attack like way too often. It's like fine with me, but like... Wait, I don't want to kill those things yet. Because I want to test out if... Yeah. It's kind of pathetic that he does like 5 damage. I want to test out if those things die if I kill them. By the way, which level are you? 3, and he's max health, so it did work. Nice. So it did work. That's good. Okay, we do have one troll. I really want to have another troll before I kill him. I do. Yeah, okay, 2 trolls. I think we can kill him now. Oh, yes! Yes! I think this is worthy of a git commit. Guys, I think this is very well worthy of a git commit. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Shit, how do we name it? Boss. I am boss. Boss. Sync. Yippee! That was something. Guys, the last 2 days, the progress has been amazing. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really know what to do today. I was quite skeptical, but I think we made the best out of it. Like actually the best. And for what it is, we flippin' smurfed. We did. We implemented a new ability. The boss is like actually like somewhat a boss now. Like if it would just be those 3 abilities, I think that would be like the perfect tutorial boss kind of, you know? Which, yes, this is the very first boss that the player are gonna fight, which is gonna be at the end of the quote-unquote tutorial. We don't do tutorials, right? But yeah. This is crazy. I'm very happy about what we did today. Just as yesterday. Maybe we'll try to make some animations tomorrow. I'm gonna write it down on the list. Yeah. More animations. More anything. More everything. So, thank you all very much for being here. And yeah. Bye bye.